Brits like to think of ourselves as a hard-working nation of ambitious, industrious grafters. Rain or shine, usually the former, of course, we pull ourselves up by the bootstraps and we get the job done. But lately, and this has been going on for a few years, an infectious disease has rippled through our workforce. Not COVID, I would call it Workshy wastrel disease, and apparently highly contagious. Firstly, we've been walloped by endless strikes and walkouts all year, and they're the workers who are still working. Hundreds of thousands of people just gave up during COVID and never went back. Many more are still glued to their kitchen tables, working from home. Well, 3 years on from the pandemic, a whopping 44% of workers still spend at least part of the week at home. Half of the civil service and machinery of the government itself no longer bothers going to the office. In some government departments, 71% of staff are running the country from their sofas, more concerned with the capacity of their fridge than the bus. And Dave Penman, the union boss charged with whipping them into shape, responded by, well, whining about being called names.
Now, having been told that you're lazy, woke, inefficient, Remainer, activist, snowflake, you're also now apparently a Machiavellian genius, able to unseat ministers and undermine the settled will of government. I don't know about you, Conference, but I've had enough of this. At some point, we have to say enough is enough.
Would have been a full audience if they'd all come into work. Well, today the Home Secretary Suella Braverman, in her latest attention-seeking broadside, said that Brits are forgetting how to work for ourselves and we need homegrown fruit pickers and lorry drivers to control immigration. And to my astonishment, I found myself nodding with Miss Braverman for the first time, possibly ever. On this, she may well have a good point. Well, now Labour's Sir Keir Starmer, who might also be the next Prime Minister, says he'll enshrine in law the right to work from home and ban bosses, I love this bit, from sending emails and texts outside of working hours. I keep reading that jobs are under threat from the galloping rise of artificial intelligence, amongst many other things. But I also read that the fastest growing type of small business in the US is content creator, and that 50 million people worldwide now say their occupation is influencer. Well, that means they photograph their avocados for a living and pay the bills by not paying the bills and living with their parents until they're 45. Well, the good news is there is a cure for Workshy wastrel disease, and Dr. Morgan's prescription is this. Put down the baguettes, rediscover the lost art of wearing trousers, and get your lazy, snivelling backsides back to work.